love you more than I can say. I hope we never ever go our separate ways.
I need money. I need cash fast. Give me the bag. Give me the bag. I need money. I need cash fast. Give me the bag.
Run that.
Give me the bag.
Need that.
You made it move. I'm good though. Back at it. Back at it. RUR Media Productions. It seemed like I took some time off because I did. And the reason being is because I was having some bad moments in life. Yes, I was having bad moments in life like everyone else does. I tried to do some podcasts, but guess what? Interrupted by outside sources, by chaos. And I tell y'all, chaos is my co-host. But sometimes he don't know how to control himself. Like right now, everything's going good. But at any moment, there's that unexpected chaos moment. So, but for right now, things are going good. Now, it all started, and this is probably going to be one of those podcasts where it's going to be broken up because I got a lot to talk about. Not just on an entertainment level or anything like that, but even on a personal level, you know, because I put out that podcast concerning the robins. Remember, if you go back, you'll see that I said robins indicate spring, right? And with that being said, we've been having spring-like conditions, meaning that these robins are still in tune with the earth, meaning they know that the winter is here and that the spring is here. You understand what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I'm kind of enjoying the weather. I mean, it might not be the super sunny type, but it is a little cloudy. Things are getting done around the house now. We can turn off the heat now. We can start enjoying the outside now. Because when it's out there snowing and raining cold and stuff like that, no one can enjoy it. But when that sun starts to come out and those temperatures get around 60, 70 degrees, people come out. You know what I'm saying? I saw my uncle today. I saw one of his best friends, you know, another one of my old heads, this old head. I'm out there. And you're going to see I was washing the car. I was, you know, I blew the deck off. I was going to, you know, clean the deck off at first. That was my intentions at first. But I had the, you know, upstairs hallway ceiling to complete, which I wish I would have started from the beginning to give y'all a, you know, the grand tour before I started. But, you know, I got a lot of projects going on around the house. And at some point, I'm going to be unveiling these things. And I'm going to show you the progress of the ceiling and all that kind of good stuff. I do like the way that it came out. I was a little skeptical at first. A little skeptical, you know what I'm saying? You get the stuff in the mail. You look at it, you open up the package, pat, pat, pat. You start pulling stuff out, you know, and this project, the ceiling tiles, because it came in tiles. They was like 12 inches by 12 inches. So these tiles could be used for the wall and the ceiling, it says. But personally, I seem to think that now that I've put it on my ceiling, that this was probably more of a wall type tile, not a ceiling type tile. And it's because of the way that it's made. So the actual materials that I used to apply these tiles to the ceiling is I got some liquid nails. I think it's called Extreme Strength. A razor knife, a tape measure, and I also used a ruler and a marker. You know, and when I say razor knife, some people refer to it as a box cutter. Some people call it a utility knife. Whatever you call it, it's the same thing. So I use these tools, and a ladder, of course, because you need a ladder to get up to the ceiling. So I use these tools. So basically, I was running them side to side to side to side. But then after I was done, I said, man, I probably should have ran them front to back or back to front. Because then that way I would only had a few cuts, you know, a few cut ends, as opposed to having to cut so many, because I went side to side, each side there was a little section, about a 4-inch section, 4.5-inch section that I had to cut to fill in. You know what I mean? And that makes it kind of hard because there's some real uncompromising spots where I had to put the ceiling tile. But like I said, you'll see it. It might even be floating over my head right now. You might be able to see it right now in the background and all that. But anyway, so I had to get that done, right? And I had help, of course. Yeah, I had help. We did it together as a team. Thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah, yeah.
Yay, yay. Gang, gang. Anyway, we did it together as a team. She was, I guess, tasked with doing most of the gluing of the 12 by 12 tiles. And I did most of the other tiles all on my own, believe it or not. Yeah, because someone suggested that I could do those all by myself. Left me at the most detailing part of the job. But I appreciate that I got help with the massive part of it. Now, don't get me wrong. We didn't do this all in one day. I don't want y'all to think that. One day, we did half of it. Then the project kind of went on a sleep period for a few weeks. And then we got back to it, to no fault of nobody's own. It's just, it's tiring because you got your neck up. Like, especially me, I'm mostly like this with the tiles, putting the tiles in, neck up. Neck is killing me. So I got to take frequent breaks on this thing. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, it really hurts the neck. I mean, and then you got the cuts. Like, that was the most tedious part where you got to, you know, and I was basically using 2 of the tiles to make, you know, cuts for 2 ends. So I think I needed a total of 10 tiles to do both sides, right? And then I needed 2 boxes. How many boxes was that? It was like 4 boxes,
3.
right? Huh?
3.
3 boxes. So I ordered 3 boxes and it was perfect. It was the perfect number because what I did was a square foot measurement. So for those that are not familiar, when you do a project, you need to know the square footage, not only of the area that you're serving, but you need to know the square footage of the product that you're buying. So you can match the square foot that you have to the square foot of the supplies you're buying. Sometimes you have to buy a little bit more because you can't get it exact. You understand what I'm saying? Like that, those particular boxes was enough to do 33 square feet. And to anybody that don't know, the easiest way to envision this is if it's 33 square feet, that's like 11 feet one way by 3 feet another way. That's 33 square feet. So there you are, a little measurement on square footage, just in case you didn't know. Just in case you didn't know. So, you know, you just measure one way and measure the other way, and then you multiply the 2 numbers. Whatever number you come up with, that's your square footage. meaning, square two measurements. Get it? Square. All right. Cubic is three numbers. Cubic, three numbers. Cubic. Cubic is more like length, width, depth. Square footage is length and width only. Okay, so it worked out to where it was exactly the number of square feet I needed, which was perfect. I didn't have to order extra because I was like, well, if I ordered too much, if it's too much, I was going to start on another ceiling because I got the hallway done, but I also need the bathroom done, and I also need the back room done. The back room especially needs to be done because what happened with the back room is when it was done, right? For whatever reason, the ceiling was not insulated. And I think this could have saved us. But regardless of that, ceiling wasn't insulated. We had a bad roof. So the roof leaked. The roof leaked and it messed up. This is right after I can't make it up. This is right after it gets done. We have a major storm and the whole back room ceiling gets destroyed. It's destroyed. The room is done, the walls, everything, floor. Nice floor, too. It was most people get the laminate flooring. That's a laminate and then like some kind of artificial flooring. That flooring is all wood, but it's made like laminate flooring. You put it together exactly the same, but it's thicker, it's heavier, and it's real wood. It's a nice product. But anyway, the water from the rain infiltrated my ceiling and did damage to my room in the form of water damage. And let me tell you, I think had I had an artificial product on the floor, I would have had casualties at the ceiling and the floor level. Oh, that was horrible. Let's try that again. Ceiling and floor level. Bam! Sometimes take two is correct. Anyway, so that's how that went down. Anyway, because I had good wood poles. Good wood. Pause again. It didn't get destroyed. The floor is not that bad. You know what I'm saying? It's salvageable, whatever. But the ceiling, because it's sheetrock and the latex just peeled. Like, the latex from it peeled. So it's destroyed. So the ceiling has to be redone. I'm actually thinking of, now you can let me know in the comments, I'm actually thinking of tearing down the ceiling, redoing it again, but insulating this time and throwing some plastic in there. But I mean, if the roof's going to leak, it's going to leak. But it's not, because we got a roof and it's going to last us for years to come. So the roof issue is gone. Now, so that's enough with talking about that second floor, because like I said, there's several projects that need to be done. It's a work in progress. And like I said, occasionally I'm going to give you some insight on what's going on, around here as far as projects and things like that. I mean, we got that floor, we got the first floor stuff that needs to be done. We got the out there in the yard stuff that needs to be done. It's always something in the yard that got to be done, either clean up, cutting the grass, whatever. It's always something that's got to be done. But last year, which was a great addition to the house, we actually installed a driveway with concrete, with the the tracks. We didn't concrete the whole thing, but where the car drives, we installed some tracks, and then we padded the rocks at the bottom because it's like on an incline, so you can drive down off the pavement and into the street, and then you can pretty much back in is your best bet, because you don't want to go the other way. We got a hybrid, so you have to plug it in. So where the plug is at, you know, you want to plug in. But it was great because we was having issues at times when it really rains, when the dirt and stuff out there gets saturated with water, you can get stuck in the yard. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Stuck right in the middle of that yard. You'll be leaving that car there to the next day, and hopefully you don't have somewhere to go, and you're doing a spin around and you get stuck because it's over, and you're gonna be mad. Let me get some of this right here. This is chamomile tea. I know I'm a little parched. Sorry. Yeah, I indulged a little too much there. But yeah, chamomile tea, it's really good. They actually got chamomile seasoning too, if you know, like you can go to the market and get it seasoning, but we actually take the tea. It's an herb. So it's good for you. Gives you a nice balance. It's really refreshing. It has a good flavor. And it's also an alternative to your regular teas. It might even be better because it don't have any caffeine. Anyway, so yeah, it's a lot to do. So yeah, used to get stuck back there in the mud, you know, because we got, in addition to the house, right, we got the property next to it and the property next to that. So it's 1, 2, 3 properties. So the middle property is where we have the driveway. So with installing a driveway, it really makes it a ton easier to get in and out in like rainy weather, as opposed to having to come through the back and wishing that maybe you might make it so you don't get stuck. Because if you have somewhere to go and you get stuck, it's a done deal. So we just gonna leave it at that. But that's the driveway. We still got the garage. That's got to get done. And the garage is actually, once it's done, the garage itself, that's a project. But once it's done, we're going to be able to transfer a lot of things that's like in the basement out of here. Also things that's in the yard out of here. And we also have a print shop upstairs out of here. And then we'd be able to take that print shop and put it into the garage, which the garage is actually bigger than the room upstairs. So it would be great, you know. It would be great. Yes, it would. It would provide us more space and more depth to our living. So, okay.
You know I love you more than I can say. I hope we never ever go our separate ways.
I need money. I need cash fast. Give me the bag. Give me the bag. I need money. I need cash fast. Give me the bag.
Run that.
Give me the bag.
Need that. Ooh.